Okay, Shamima.
Today I'm going to talk on the Prof.Dr. article, Falacy of reality. Before going to do our research, we usually collect articles for literature review. In some cases, published scholarly article contains imperfection in research design, data fabrication, and result manipulation, or even mistake in punctuation, imprecise word. If we follow a flawed article in our research, the result of our research may be perfect. Small mistake may have a potential disaster in our research. Therefore, a flawed journal article must be withdrawn from publication. I mean, it should be retracted from publication. An ideal way of retraction represents a wave watermark retraction stamped across each page of the original retracted PDF file or HTML contained online. This is the example of retracted article. Ideal example. First, we have to understand the difference between the correction and retraction. A minor error of content, typos, or non-consequential mathematical mistakes may be labeled as correction or corrigenda or errata. It is honest error. Deliberate data fabrication or result manipulation or plagiarism of data is called research misconduct or dishonest error. Research misconduct is an offense and it is the breach of publication ethics, and therefore the article are subject to retraction. Expression of concern are typically published by journal when they are not sure of the conduct or integrity of the work. The main cause of retraction are wrong methodology, faulty or wrong data, duplication of data, skewed statistical analysis, inaccuracy information, fabrication of research result, plagiarism, self-plagiarism, conflict of interest, replication of publication, dispute over authorships, imperfection of the peer review system, publisher error, and finally, publication without IRB approval. A COP survey of Medline showed that the 870 retracted article between 1988 to 2004, there are 40% are the honest error, and misconduct consists of 28% article, duplication publication 70%, and 5% unknown. Here is another example, another work in PubMed, and there are 2,047 retracted paper between 1977 to 2011, and it showed that there are 67% misconduct and 21% honest error. Here is another research, and it shows that there are 25% distrust interpretation of data, 21% plagiarism, 16% fabricated data, and 16% fabricated data, and 15% duplication of publication. Actually, the retraction from publication is estimated to only 0.02% per year. It is the only iceberg of retraction. And among the 4,244 retracted articles from Web of Science between 1980 to 2010, it was found that the first position, most of the article from the US was retracted, and the second position stood 27 EU countries, and later followed China, Japan, and South Korea. Retracted article appeared in journal from all disciplines. biomedical journal, engineering journal, arts, science, social science, economic, management, business journal, research policy, business ethics. And it is shown that the biomedical science and engineering journal have more research problem, data fraudulent manipulation of result. But other journals have more publication problem, that is plagiarism or duplicated publication. Retracted article contain the retraction notice that provide information to scientific community why the manuscript was retracted. Information of retraction, of course, is an important document that inform and alert the readers for understanding that error exists in a particular scientific paper. This is the example of retraction notice, retraction, and followed by the author names, publication year, and the title, and the journal name, and below is the retraction notice. This article has been retracted by editorial board due to an administrative error. This article has already published in International Journal Model Seniors in 2005. But this article again published in Chaos Solution and Fractals in 2007. Therefore, it is retracted. Here is another example. This article has been retracted in 2011, but it published in 2002 in Scandinavian Journal of Immunology. So there below is the retraction notice. Article has been retracted due to scientific misconduct within the laboratory where the experiment took place and was brought to our attention by the scientific community. Who can retract? Author can retract, or editor, publisher, coming from scientific community, sponsor, institution can retract the article. And research shown that the 63% cases author retract the paper and 21% cases editor retract the article. And journal, publisher, and the institution only estimate the 1 to 6% cases. A large number of retracted articles are associated with single author. The number of repeated retracted articles is so large, these individuals have been identified as repeated offender. So I am going to real time in the website. I am showing the how can this. I would like to show the repeated name of the repeated author, repeated offenders. There are many big lists in the Retracted Watch website who are the repeated offender, and some author have 187 papers was retracted. Yes. And I'm sorry that I can show that how how many papers were retracted from the list? I can show anyway. Actually, retraction issues are so sensitive and involve potential damage to author reputation, employment, and account. An investigation takes place in secret, review after review process. Therefore, time estimate to retract a published article is about 2 years. It may be longer when senior scholar is involved. Can a retracted article republished? In theory, a retracted article may be revised and republished with removal of any falsified, fabricated, or plagiarized content. But in practice, misconduct causes distrust between author and editor. And in such cases, author may find it awkward to approach the same journal letter to request consideration of previously retracted article. If misconduct has been taken place, the author may be subject to prohibited from the journal, forbid resubmission. So, author of a retracted article may find the republication challenged. It's interesting to say that the retraction index, which has positive correlation with impact factor, 70 retracted journal from PubMed, it has shown that their impact factor ranging between 2 to 52. So, author concluded that the retraction is higher in higher impact factor journal than lower impact factor journal. And high impact factor journal are more prone to publish flawed manuscripts or scrutinize much less rigorously than low impact factor journal. And he also concluded that impact factor exhibit a positive correlation with research misconduct. Actually, publication in high impact factor journal have increased visibility and may attract greater scrutiny. Therefore, the retraction from a high impact factor is higher. Paper retracted due to misconduct accounted for approximately 58 million US dollar in direct funding by NIH between 1992 to 2012. So it can be said that it can be said that the impact factor also correlates with money loss. It is disheartening that retracted article continue to be cited. When I searched from 1990 to 2008, it has shown that 40 retracted articles has been cited 263 times, excluding retraction letters. 31 of 40 primary citations were cited 1 year after the date of citation, including 6 in the same journal. But it all shown that the 235 retracted articles were cited 2,034 times after retraction notice. Examining this retraction citation showed that only 19 referred to the retraction. Nelly et al. Analyzed 102 articles from PubMed showed that many of these papers were subsequently cited by other researchers who were unaware about the content of that article. Here is an example, name of the article which is published in the Journal of Biological Chemistry, which is retracted but which has been cited 29 times according to the Thomson Science Web of Knowledge. And Scott Rubens, you probably heard the name, he is an anesthesiologist who fabricated data and spent 6 months in federal prisons for his crime. Nearly half of his paper have been cited for 5 years between 2009 and 14. After being retracted, and only 1/4 of citation correctly noted retraction. Why retracted article cited? It may be journal have little motivation to replace article with a watermark retracted version. Sometimes year after letter. Maybe sometimes when PubMed display a retraction notice in the article, but Google search may bypass this notice and directly reader to the full text PDF version. It may be retraction notice being prominently displayed in the PDF, not in HTML. Therefore, article is download and author is not, the researcher is not aware about retraction. And and most probably, earlier version of the paper remained in the institutional repository in year after they were retracted, because most institutional libraries are not designed to remove, update, or add the article. To prevent the retraction article, there are some policies. The institution must have the policy on research methodology, development policies on prevention of retraction, plagiarism check routinely by author and publisher before publishing, thorough literature search, development of ethical protocol, awareness campaign of retraction to familiarize among the scientific community. Conflict of interest should be declared before publication. Declare authorship to the institute or publishers before this work starts. Submitting the paper to only one journal, and some says there must be some processing fee to prevent the retraction. And here is the picture of the Ivan Oransky and Adam Marcus, who established the blog Retraction Watch in 2010. They established this blog not to harass the researcher, but to promote transparency and integrity in science and scientific publication. A survey in 2004 found that many scientific journals lack of retraction policy. But some have retraction policy. As for example, Journal of the American Society of Microbiology have specific guidelines for ethical conduct and retraction in the instruction to author. This guideline defines plagiarism, fabrication, manipulation, or falsification of data. Retraction is and retracted article are available free of charge from this site. Committee of Publication Ethics has retracted guidelines that says notice of retraction should be freely available to all readers, not behind access barrier or availability only to subscriber. But retraction notice, in some cases, reader cannot access without paying a fee. Several journals and publishers are selling access to retraction notice. The charge to access the retraction notice is varying between $30 to $60. And here is an example: Molecular Biology and Evaluation, which is published by the Oxford University Press Journal. It has problem that it provides no cause of retraction, simply saying that this article has been permanently retracted from publication by the author. But Pope Committee of Publication Ethics said that you have to write down the reason for the retraction. And it has also problem that the paper itself has been removed from the journal site entirely instead of being marked as retracted, because retracted article must have the retraction seal. And the notice were behind $32 pay one. Again, I am challenged because I want to show you directly to the website that they are totally not a reader cannot access directly without paying the article, subscribe to the site. So I cannot show you. So the information is selling for a profit which is not direct use for the research, that is not direct use. So my conclusion, business of such an action should be prohibited. And awareness campaign of retraction to familiarize among the scientific community is needed, which is my objective, one of the objectives to present this paper. The issue of selling retraction notice article need wider debate and need greater enforcement of COPE guideline of retraction notice. Here are some references which I consulted, and thank you for your patience.
Any questions? Dr. Prof. will entertain your questions.
It's very interesting actually from these perspectives. What is the situation, do you know, of a person who publishes a paper in one language and then continues to publish in a different language the same paper without acknowledging the original paper? Is that the same? Should be retracted?
Yes, there is a challenge. Of course, the language is also the barrier, and nobody knows the article is written in one language, the other language, German language, then the other language, in English language. But what I have shown, it is written in all in English language, not other language. So other language, must be.
Well, so not retracted, but referred back to the original language, the original paper. Yeah, I think that's how it should be. Thank you.
Will that be retracted? Excuse me. At least I need more clarification on that. I published a paper in English, and based on the benefits of that information, I want to publish in my local language. And I think the best to do is to acknowledge the first publishers instead of retracting it. Because if you retract the paper, who benefits from this paper? Who are supposed to be the original, recipients? What I mean in this case is, for instance, I'm talking about HIV. I publish it in English. But the core targets don't understand English. So invariably, what I publish is a junk. And I want to publish it in my language for the local understanding. If I'm able to do that, I think I will acknowledge the first publishers and they can look at the content of that paper. If it is still the same, it should be allowed. Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I've experienced the same, not myself, but when I worked in France, there was a policy at the university that the papers which were published in English should be translated into French for education, but must always be acknowledged. And that seemed to be a good system.
Thank you very much. Because nobody has covered this aspect. Basically, it is very interesting. And for retraction, there are the big difference between the copying of articles or paper. So far as I concerned, that you have also maintained some web link that directly copied from different web links. So can we create this also in the fold of retraction? That many references which you have produced that are directly taken from the web pages. So how we will treat all this and how we can restrict retraction, or how we can restrict from copying the articles. What bioethical ethics can guidelines produce to us?
Yes, actually, I have shown the website directly copying and paste. Yes, it's correct. If I rewrite this one, it never goes to that website directly. This is the cause. That's why I took the
But it
website
needs to
directly.
acknowledge it.
Yes,
But it never acknowledged.
but I am showing.
Yeah, you are
but
showing
I
not
have
acknowledged.
Yes.
That will
And-
be difficult.
Yes.
You will have to acknowledge it.
And your question, another one?
How bioethical ethics, bioethical conference or meeting can help to reduce, can we explore any possibilities so that we can minimize or eliminate these tendencies? So what guidelines we can follow? You have given little.
Yes, there is a guideline by the Committee of Publication Ethics both. They have guideline I can show. And it says what is retraction, what is plagiarism, how it is retract, who can retract, whether it is fee of cost or whether not. It is written here. They have the, and every publisher, every author must follow that guideline. And bioethical, this conference, I am presenting this paper. Somebody do not about this retraction, plagiarism, copy paste. It is often somebody do not know still. They know from my paper, and they will cautious about the writing article. This is a great benefit.
Thank you very much. Any more questions?
Thank you for your wonderful presentation. I'm Rax.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Raxin Kachala from Malawi. To me, it's very important presentation and the results and the way forward, especially in our country. However, I would like to find out if within your analysis or literature review, if you could highlight if there was any case where that retracted paper or abstract or the research results awarded somebody to become, say, PhD or masters at a reputable institution. What were the consequences? And if possible, if it was the senior scholar and the junior scholar, were the results being fair enough because based on the ethics? Thank you.
Actually, it has shown that PhD student writing an article that is published, that is plagiarized and later on retracted, and in the author name there was the supervisor name. See, his name was denied. It is very offense because his supervisor or is not does not know about the plagiarism or the misconduct doing. Later on, scientific community said that it is plagiarized, it is misconduct, it is not actually fact. They manipulate the data and falsify and manipulate the result and say something. Today, Miyako is shown that from Japan, the article which is published and retracted. In the morning, she said that that is retracted, but that is false data, false information. That is not doing. But author said that we have done STAP. That is retracted. There is no STAP exist today.
Thank you very much. There are no other questions. Give me a hand. Okay, for our next presenter. Let's listen to Dr. Shahanaz Chowdhury of Bangladesh University of Health Sciences with this topic, End-of-Life Care in the Adult Intensive Care Unit, Attitude and Practices of Critical Care of Physicians and Nurses. Today.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank ABC and also AUSN for giving me this opportunity to defend my